This is part 2 of a presentation made to faculty members in the Coast Community College District in March 2010 by the Coast Federation of Educators, AFT Local 1911. If you haven't seen part 1, we recommend you watch that first. In part 1, we talked about what social networks are and briefly overviewed Facebook friending, posting on walls, applications, and groups. Now we're going to talk a little bit about some cautions. Please know that this presentation is not designed to dissuade you from using Facebook or other social networks in conjunction with your teaching, but to make you aware of some potential pitfalls so you don't end up regretting using social networking at work. First, privacy issues. If you have any doubts about Facebook's privacy features being controversial, just do a Google search on Facebook and privacy, and you'll see lots of interesting articles about that topic. Some people jokingly characterize Facebook's privacy policy as, "We can use all of the information we obtain from your Facebook page forever." Facebook regularly updates its privacy policies, but many are still not satisfied with them. Some faculty don't concern themselves with what they post on Facebook, pointing out their rights of academic freedom and freedom of speech. While this is true, it may still behoove you to think before you post. I'm going to provide a fictitious example which is not true and one I would never post even if true. It's presented here for the purpose of discussion. Imagine if I posted the following. My dean is such an idiot, he should be fired immediately. He is single-handedly preventing my students at Coastline from completing their academic programs. Let's stop him now. What would happen? I don't know. But one ought to really think this out before posting highly critical comments about students and coworkers. In our opinion, if you have such concerns, there are other, more effective ways to pursue them. In the past, the difference between our professional and personal relationships was quite clear. With the internet and features such as social networking, the difference isn't so clear anymore. Generally speaking, students who have grown up with the internet have a very different attitude about privacy, personal versus professional boundaries, and transparency than many of us do who learn to use the internet as adults. For example, the younger generation considers their Facebook friends to be real friends, not virtual friends, real friends. They have real relationships with the 100, 200, 500, 800 friends they have on Facebook. As educators of adult students, we need to reflect about where we see the appropriate boundary between our professional and personal relationships when it comes to social networking. This issue also relates to the potential legal issues we might face when using social networks. Here's a little pop quiz for you. Which of the following 3 scenarios is the fictitious story I made up? A. Dennis Terry, who lost a lawsuit when he tried to sue someone who crashed into his car. I'll give you a moment to read it. B. Stacy Snyder, who was denied a teaching degree because of a photo she posted on her social networking page. Read this story. And finally, a family who is considered suing a school for suspending their son, who created a Facebook page designed to facilitate people writing negative posts about a teacher at high school. The answer? All 3 are real stories. I found dozens of them on the internet when I searched for pending legal battles with social networking. Our point? Proceed cautiously and thoughtfully as we all continue to explore the pros and cons of social networking. Thanks for watching. Please send us your comments and questions.
Person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best